Great. Congratulations. I love this show so much. I was sold from the beginning.
Fantastic.
What made you guys say yes to this project?
Everything about it.
Pretty much everything.
Oh my goodness. It's just the most incredible world. The story, the characters, it's just stunning. And as you felt, like everything is so vivid, so neon. It's just so unique as well. It's like electric. You watch it and you feel like something pumping through your veins. It's so fabulous and it's so aesthetically stunning as well. So cinematic, like it's so beautiful to the eye, and then you get drawn in by all the characters and the emotions and the roller coaster of the crazy family that is the Lords. It's everything. It's spectacular. Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, I mean the scripts in and of themselves were phenomenal. But then when I heard we were going to go to Tenerife,
hello,
I mean, no brainer, total no brainer.
We're like, I have to go to, definitely going on holiday.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Amazing. What a great family the Lords are. They're so interesting. I want to start with you, Martha, because Mint Ma, what a character. What, how did you get into the grips of her? She's just...
Well, it's a multi-pronged sort of multifaceted sort of thing. First of all, there was a fantastic script. Nick Love, as we've said before, really knows these people. He knows this world really, really intimately and really well. And, and many of them are his friends and, people he grew up with. And so there's an intimacy and an comfortability with that and with the language that really attracted me. And then, all these wonderful actors that I got to work with really, really helped. And then having Nick Trumbull, my dialect coach, helping me to sort of ground the accent in my body and in the person, and then the clothes, and then the hair. I definitely wanted to have dark hair and so I'm a hair actor anyway. If my hair isn't right, it's very true. But yeah, it was just all these different things that sort of came together for me that helped me to be a part of, contribute my own little part of the whole.
Amazing, because she's so protective, but she's always looking for a way to level them up again in the crime world.
Yes, that's exactly right. And she is a very fiercely loyal and dedicated mother and wife. And there are many reasons for that. But ultimately, her main interest is in making sure that her husband doesn't everything else.
Yeah. Also, great accent. I forgot you were American until I walked into the to the junket. So you did a really good job.
Thank you very much.
Mint Ma is our favourite character. Ask anyone, it's Mint Ma. She's epic. She's awesome.
Mint Ma. But I love your character as well because she's so effervescent and so like anti-Lord kind of, because they're all criminals and she just wants to have fun.
Yes, that's exactly it. She is like the Cyndi Lauper song. She really is. She's so fun. She's very fabulous. She can be quite ditzy at times, but I think people see that and actually underestimate Carly a lot. And it's really interesting to see how her character arc completely changes by the end. And she's so tested out in the Costa del Sol, and all of the family dynamics and relationships get very fractured. And so they're all in this melting pot of everything, anger and resentment, and so she really flips, and just when you think you've worked her out, she kind of goes in a different direction. But she was so much fun to play, so glamorous as well. I loved all the fun, the hair and everything.
Speaking about hair, actually.
Speaking about hair, love the hair, all about the hair.
I've never loved a funeral outfit more than what she wears.
Oh, thank you, love
the purple blouse, I was like, yes.
Oh, thank you, love. Who'd think they'd look that effervescent go to funeral? Yeah. That's Carly, that's our Carly.
I really love your dynamic with, is it Jack,
with Shrapnel, yes,
Shrapnel, yeah, and how they're always seeking. They're the oldest, but they're always seeking approval.
Yes, absolutely, and it's amazing. Also, that the three sons are so interesting. They're kind of relationships together, and how they kind of compare to each other all the time. They're always playing off of one another, and they really look up to Mint Ma and their father Albert, and it's just incredible to see how they completely shift throughout the whole story. And yeah, it's amazing. And Carly's just sort of in the middle of all of that, really, doing her own thing half the time. But,
but she also, you can see that she's also the strength in her marriage too, you know? I mean, she's the one, she's completely in love with her husband, and they have a mutual respect and an understanding between them that I think is really powerful, that I think a lot of people in the audience will relate to and really understand, because it is so fierce. Carly, like she says, she's more than meets the eye to her.
Well, the bit that I really was like, there's something more to her, was it the second episode where you're playing pool and he was like, get me a beer, and you're like, but I'm winning.
Yeah. The sass starts to come out. Excuse me.
You're like, oh, I understand her a bit more now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is it. The men don't get away with everything in that family, that's for sure. The women absolutely wear the trousers, which we just adore. In fact, throughout the whole show, really, and all the other female characters that you'll see coming out through the show, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I think in that sense, it's much more true to life than the average sort of, you know, what a glam, you know, crime family glitzy sort of campy thing. I think the women very much hold their own.
Big time.
That's why it's so good.
Yes. You'd never want to be in a room alone with like Cindy or Mint Marcus. They'll tell you what for. They will absolutely go for you.
Well, thank you guys so much for talking to me today. You've been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Good luck with the rest of this show.
Have a lovely day. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey, you guys!